What is going on, guys? Broken here, and today's video we are looking at future or cut content. Now, we've got a wonderful view from this apartment. It's overlooking Night City. We've got a helipad, there's a swimming pool, and all this grass. No. In the middle of Night City, this is a multi-million Eddie sort of complex. And this apartment is worth a lot of money. So let's go inside. As you can see, it's very, very spacious, very luxurious. So this person must be a little bit of a musician. So we'll take a look around, and we'll go upstairs. We'll go into this room in a minute, but we'll go upstairs first. So, yeah, we got someone's desk, bathroom. And then we've got some shards here. And what are these? V's shirt. Let's equip that. V's gold plated boots. We'll equip those. V's golden aviators. And V's expensive leggings. Right, let's... Every legend in Night City should own a pair of V's golden aviators. With the colours of your past or your future. That's a V shirt. Think you'll get them dirty before something. That's V's expensive leggings. And when you get off the stage, do it with style. These are V's gold-plated boots. So V is a musician. This is V's apartment. This is very interesting. What do we have here? Valar mission. Back to square one. Let's have a read of this. The Valar mission, which undermines the progress of the Lizal 3.0 program. Our understanding of Exoplanet Group 972609 may be definitive proof that the current space race is hindering overall space exploration efforts rather than fueling them through noble competition. In 2060, Lagaretta predicted that a pace of technological development at the time would lead to confirmation of the existence of white holes and the discovery of the theory of quantum gravity within 15 years. Alas, those 15 years have come and gone. Perhaps if the ESA, SRC and Orbital Air try to cooperate and share information in the spirit of science for a change rather than torpedoing each other's research, the situation today might be very different. I do not claim to be a visionary as Lagaretta was, but I would bet my last Eurodollar that the next major mission success will launch from O'Neill 1, not Earth. Okay, so it's starting to talk about space. This is very interesting. I'm going to go down and look into this office now. Oh, well, this room. This is a very unique room here. I don't think things are quite right. I think that should be over the door there. And the elevator doesn't work. But other things like radios and stuff do. So we're going to go into this office now. And then we're going to explore what the future content could be. But we'll get to that when we get to it. So in here we have an armory. This is a full-on armory, and as a replica of Johnny's samurai jacket. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there's definitely an armory. We've got a knife, and then the struggle of O'Neill Station. So that was mentioned in the previous one. So let's have a read of this. The European Space Agency, so that's what ESA stands for, started out with a seemingly noble intentions. We'll open the door to the universe, the solar system, a home to all, and so on and so forth. It didn't take long for these catchphrases to reveal themselves for what they truly were, colonial ambitions wrapped up in lofty ideals. We, the builders and first inhabitants of O'Neill 1, have witnessed this firsthand. The ESA sent us into space with promises of a new life and a better tomorrow. Instead, what lay in wait for us was complete lack of freedom and back-breaking work in extremely dangerous conditions. We would have pulled through, we would have toughed it out for the greater good, if only they treated us as human beings, informed us of their decisions, listened to our concerns and requests, but the ESA has ignored us. This person doesn't sound very happy, do they? The consequences were inevitable. In 2022, after completing construction of the station, our situation was critical. Station management demanded 18 hours of work every day, 7 days a week, from everyone, regardless of age or health condition. Our peaceful protest was met with a disproportionate use of force, which included stun guns. They thought that it would break us, just like the countless protests that they broke back on Earth. The thing is, out here it's not so easy to call for reinforcements. Workers outnumbered the guards 40 to 1, and one stun gun charge only held 15 rounds. The ESA's management had effectively shot themselves in the foot. It was over before they could realise. Only 7 hours passed before O'Neill 1 and O'Neill 2 declared independence and became the first nations established outside Earth. Okay, so there was an uprising in 2022. So that's, yeah, 2022. So that's 50 years prior to this. And this is O'Neill 1 and 2. And then we have Pathfinder, half a century of silence here. Let's have a read of this. So in the summer of 2020, NASA's Pathfinder mission set off for Jupiter. It was the buzz of every radio station, TV media outlet, and scream sheet. Stills of the crew were plastered on every type of commemorative merchandise imaginable: mugs, shirts, plates, bobbleheads, bumper stickers. The list goes on. So the Pathfinder mission was a manned mission. Okay. But just a week later, the steady stream of information dried out to a trickle. A month later, the world had forgotten about them. 3 years later, and 2 years before their planned entry into Jupiter's orbit, a conflict now known as the Fourth Corporate War broke out. Cape Canaveral was one of the first strategic sites razed to the ground, NASA's Mission Control Center along with it. Pathfinder in the vast reaches of space had been cut off. When the opposing sides finally signed a truce, 3 years later, Militech set its sights on re-establishing contacts with the Pathfinder crew, but to no avail. Pathfinder's signal, it seemed, had been swallowed by the void of the Big Black. So Militech kind of behind that then. To this day, it remains unknown whether the Pathfinder mission was a success, if the crew ever did reach Jupiter and its moons. We received no word, no data, not a single lead to follow. Maybe they never stood a chance. Maybe after half a century of silence, they simply have nothing to say to us. Okay, so we've got a number of different streams going on here. We've got the O'Neill 1 and 2 stations, and then we have the Pathfinder mission and Militech. So, I mean, look at this apartment. This is an armoury with a server room, and we are very, very, very rich. And we're a musician, by the looks of things, for some reason. Which, you know, I have no idea how this will be introduced as the story. However, it seems that we're going to have missions where we're either dealing with going to space, or we actually will be going to space. I could see us taking a trip to one of the O'Neill stations as a new nation, with potentially a trip all the way to Jupiter, depending on how fast travel can be. So yes, this is the building complex anyway. And for those curious where it is, well, it's just a stone's throw away from your own apartment. Now I'm going to make a video on how exactly I got here. But yeah, needless to say, it took a while to get here. I was always curious what this building was, and now we know. This is V's apartment for when he's very, very rich, and this is most likely future content. If you want to see any more content like this, then please leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I'll make more like this. I will make a video of how exactly I got into this complex, and I will see you in that video. Like I said, please subscribe, it helps me out massively. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.